retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Beat in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Street Fighter 2 V. Gonna burn some muscle.
burn it at both ends. I like the fire causing mayhem. I'm not tired, I've been waiting. I'm not forsaken, on my own and I'm jaded. Energy comes from my hatred. Call me the villain, cause I be killing. I got no feeling, I've been dealing with all my demons. I like to feed them, they be chilling, yeah they be screaming. I can hear them in my mind, they just wanna find any fight, any reason. Dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light, I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst, I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse. Have to be working to deserve it. Adrenaline is surging, ain't no serving. I'm the king, bring me everything that I've ever wanted, that I need. I believe I could be anything, watch me. Give me a second to blow, give me a second to grow. Be at the top of the show, be at the top like a pro. I flip the switch, different mode. No, they ain't laughing, no joke, cause I attack when they won't. Welcome to the dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light, I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst, I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
We're getting up from there. I haven't done it in a while. Oh. Okie dokie.
Okay, there we go. We are back. We are live once again. Ta-da! Pull that down. Okay, cool. So have we decided who's going to take notes for this game session?
Mike will be taking notes this session.
Cool. And also, because I'm curious, who is going to roll XP for this month? And do we have any birthdays? Actual birthdays, not tertiary birthdays like dogs or family members or...
I was going to say Shelly's.
It was my 11th anniversary.
Not a birthday.
It is too. It's the birthday of my marriage.
What about say?
Can we roll for Pi Day?
3 for XP.
Rachel with the no nonsense. Just here we go. So 3 XP for the month.
3 XP.
All right, and does somebody want to give us a recap?
Last time on Street Fighter, what did we do? Let's find out. Just one moment.
We fought.
And
we got attacked by the ninja ladies. That's what happened.
Yes, we did.
Where
You
are
got attacked by the what?
ninja ladies?
I'm glad I was at Walkabout.
Joseph checked in on his pub. No, wait. I think, okay. Deacon Clay, the investigator Evie contacted, arrived in Australia and has been getting settled. He came to the ranch to discuss things further. Evie asked Amy, also known as Sarah, to join her and retell her accounting of the events. Everyone ended up joining in with Evie and Deacon in the office, and we're discussing everything that needed to be investigated. Sarah's parents' death and the circumstances around that and the ledger. John followed up with his contact that was decoding the ledger. He finished it. The contact finished it and revealed that it has some major international account numbers and names attached. He set up a meeting with John at a hacker bar, and he's to use the alias Unfinished. Evie received a DHL envelope containing a picture of an older man in a cage. Upon closer examination, it was actually her father. It looked like he was in some sort of prison, low lighting, stone all around, and it was dated about a week and a half ago. It looks like he had lost a lot of weight, and when Waru saw it, he said that that when Waru showed up, Evie said that her father had actually been missing for the last year, and this was the first time she had any news of his whereabouts. She tracked the DHL info back to Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and briefly recalls that there was the street fighting circuit was getting hot and mainstream in Germany, and it had its own thing, its own fighting circuit, but doesn't recall any particular names. She texted Joe, her manager, and inquired about Germany. John and Dylan dressed their part in the 2000 Hackers techno attire to meet with Contact Shane. They discussed a bit more details of the activity and that there were millions of dollars worth of transactions listed. Joseph went to the pub where where a group came in wanting to know the owner of the establishment, a woman leading them. They basically told Joseph that they would protect them. It was basically a shakedown. Joseph told them to go to hell, and they responded that that would not be good for him. He still refused, pull a gun, and they started a big brawl fight. The lady seems to be an elemental, as she vanished and reappeared out of a glass of water right next to Joseph, hitting him with her claws. Another woman appeared, like literally out of air. They took Joseph out, but not before he managed to text out SOS at the pub. And that's where we left off.
Yep. And
yeah, I
if I
was here for
recall, who was driving together? I know it was John and
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan, yeah.
John and Dylan.
And
I was at home celebrating.
Yep. Washing your
myself.
tights.
Yes.
He was at home.
I think-
washing his tights.
And I believe I was still at the ranch.
And wow. Okay.
Yeah, we temporarily lost Davey there for a moment. Dropped
Yeah,
the-
everything died. I was like, what the heck?
Can everybody see Davey?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
but if I close my eyes, I can't.
Oh.
I can't see anybody.
Oh my
Well,
God, what's
if-
wrong?
Weird.
If you close your eyes, then you're missing Davey's sexy new haircut. So
Oh God, yes. I could not wear that beanie any longer.
see,
Whew. Hot.
see, ladies, if you're missing details, I even pick up when the guys have a haircut. So yeah, just saying. Sensitive male.
Hey, you know what? Bald is beautiful.
That's right.
And you know what? I'm sure I have a second for that. So it's 2 against. I don't care.
All right. Well, my little scrotum sacks. We will get back to game. Then.
No, it's not plural. It is
It's like that.
singular. We are each respectively the left nut and right nut.
Right.
So.
That's kind of what I was getting at. You're both my players. You both have bald heads. Ex facto scrotes. Kidding.
Yes, because we are all nuts.
Exactly. A little. All right. So back to game. However, John and as the text comes through, John and Dylan are obviously out and about, finishing up their little runabout at the Hackers Club. And that's when the text came through that there was an SOS from Joseph. And by the time you guys switch, turn around from where you were going and head back the other way, because you were about halfway back at this point to the campgrounds. So you circle back around to the pub. You see that there's a police tape denoting a crime scene. There's obviously some people taking statements right now. There's still some onlookers who are trying to figure out what exactly is going on. And it looks like you see that there was a news van that is just starting to pull away at this point.
All right. Well, park and see, try to go in, see what's.
All
See
right.
what's doing.
So
Yeah.
the officer on site doesn't let you get any closer. You can't cross the taped off line. Says,
Okay, I'll
sorry,
tell him-
sir, can't go inside.
The owner of this establishment is my roommate.
He says, sorry, you still can't go inside. This is a crime scene.
Can I find out what happened and if he's okay?
You can certainly try. Let us go for the first roll of the night.
Woo.
Why don't you go charisma and subterfuge? I'll also use leadership if you have it, if it's better.
4 successes.
Doesn't need it. Alrighty. So he kind of mulls it over in a sec, for a few, and he says, the owner, as well as a couple of the other people who were drinking here tonight, got caught up in some kind of fight or barroom brawl, and they've been taken to the hospital.
Which hospital?
He says, actually, Kindred Medical downtown.
Okay, thank you. And Davey, let's head to the hospital.
Yeah. Dylan's gonna group text.
Who is driving, by the way?
I think I
John.
was.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't have drive, so.
Oh, do I have drive? Hold on. Did I pick that up?
It just
I
seems like
do. I have one dot in drive. I always pick.
He's
drive.
driving.
He's
Yeah, I'm
driving. Yep. So
Well, then I will group text.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll blast it out to the team. It's Sinners, right? That's the name of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sinners got hit by F. Joseph at Kindred Hospital. On our way.
okay, so Rachel, you've obviously gotten the first text. A little while after you got another text from John, kind of giving the update, your little ICQ update on your phone. Oh.
ICQ. Wow. Okay, so I will basically if Digger's around, I'll ask him to if Digger's around, I'll ask him to drive her because she's had alcohol, so she's not gonna drive. Smart. Safe.
He says, yeah, sure thing. We can get that going. What about Waru?
Oh yeah. He's around, huh? Yeah, let me go find him. I'm not sure where he's at the moment. Probably should let him know. Because I don't know if you have a cell phone that you actively check.
Is it? Do I have a cell phone?
Do you have resources?
I was.
As a
I
background?
have. Not as a background, no.
Nope. Okay. So no, you don't actually.
Oh, okay.
You have shoes.
I have money.
We gotta change that.
That's $700. That's almost enough to pay for a modern day cell phone.
Oh,
Get
sure.
a
Yeah.
track phone. Yeah, there you go.
Almost. Yeah.
The Walmart
Okay.
special.
Knowing what time it is, do I typically know where he's at? I know it's late. Is he?
I mean,
walkabout?
first guess would be maybe his room, or
Okay,
his-
well,
his-
I'll try there first, but
his
I
cabin.
wasn't sure if he had a habit of doing something in the evenings
Of-
or whatever.
Of hanging out around bonfires.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because of yeah.
I mean, sure. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you don't find him in his room, but the only fire that's on the grounds right now is
Mhm.
not hard to find.
Yeah, I'll
and-
look for the bonfire.
He's probably just throwing extra chips and pieces on it, watching it spark and pop, and just chilling.
Hey, Waru. Seems like Yosef got into some trouble and he's at the hospital. You want to come with me to go check him out and make sure he's okay?
Oh yeah. Well, wasn't he at his pub?
Yeah. From what I understand, I guess it got hit or something, and put him in the hospital. So
Oh, well, that's
yeah,
not good.
I don't know his condition, so I figure we might want to go over there now and just see what's going on.
All right. Well, yeah. Definitely. I want to go make sure he's all right.
Yeah, Digger's
Yeah.
gonna drive us. 'Cause I can't drive right now.
We need to find out who this was, and
Seems like more than just
probably
a
like
big barroom
and
brawl.
like kind of reach into the fire and like maybe like kind of juggle an ember a little bit and be like, we need to turn up the heat on them.
Depends on who it is.
Pitch it back in there so that way I'm not, because I could get.
She's eyeing that like, okay.
I'm resilient because correct me if I'm wrong, because I am resilient to fire, like when I'm focused and everything that way, but I can obviously still get burnt.
I don't believe you are.
No, as an elemental,
Yeah, I don't believe you are. Let me check real quick. And
I thought.
oh, it's probably going to be the other way. It's the background. No. Here we go.
Can't remember. I thought there was some sort of resilience.
No, it just means just as the elemental background, it's just how well you manipulate it as far as your powers are concerned. So if you're a water elemental, if you don't have like elemental stride, you can drown. It's same thing with fire. Like if you get thrown into it, even though you're a fire elemental, you'll burn. Unless you've got elemental stride.
Or elemental skin, maybe.
Or perhaps elemental skin. Yeah, because that the elemental is able to transform their body into the elemental essence in which they specialize. So yes, so either of those two would actually, not that I would suggest using those just for, a scene where you're just playing with, with embers
Playing
or
with
whatnot.
fire.
But in a pinch, either of those would help. Yes.
Well, either way, I wouldn't have to pick up. So I wouldn't have done that. I would have probably just like lightly manifested a flaming fist, where I can kind of
sure. I'm okay with that.
Flame a little bit. Okay. Obviously, not enough to like burn. I mean, even if I had to burn a chi, that's fine. But yeah, one way or the other. But yeah, out of combat, it's not a big deal. But yeah, all right. Well, let me know if I need to light something up. I'm more than happy to take out my aggressions at somebody who hurts our friends.
Well, I'm right there with you, but let's check on him first, and we'll make that plan after.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm putting the cart before the horse.
For now, but we'll catch up. So, all right, car's over here, and will you leaving in the next
Digger
few
is
minutes?
just waiting, for you guys to, get it figured out.
Yeah, I basically go grab like my pouch or something, and just I'm going
and head out. Yep. So you guys climb into Digger's car, which is a Jeep, and you are off heading into town. As far as the others are concerned, you obviously arrive way faster than they do to the hospital, because you're already like 2/3 of the way there. It takes Mike and Davey, it takes you several minutes to find the ER, kind of like driving around and in the packed getting ready to say hotel, hospital. And then once you find the ER, get it in and finding like where he's at and getting, the okay to come in and check on him. Security gives you little stickers that you have to, place on your shirt that say who you are and who you're there to visit. It's got like the bed number that he's, at right now. And Yosef, why don't you roll your stamina? Difficulty 6.
All right.
Let's see if you're awake.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
R. Oh wait, I almost rolled R. It was
/MM.
yes. Okay. Thank you. 5, 6. 1 success.
Okay, well, that's good enough. So you are awake at this point. They have fluids running in you at this point. They have had to give you a bag of blood, obviously transfusion. So it's already mostly done being dropped back into your system at this point. You've got the heart monitor and everything set up. And at that moment, you end up seeing John and Dylan come walking, and you guys see him. And it looks like he got into a fight with a rabid animal.
Which, by the way, we're still wearing our elite hacker gear.
There you go. So somebody must have had a good time because Zero Cool and Serial Killer come walking in.
What bloody fucking place did you go to if you look like a fucking nerd had a fucking nerd design your damn outfit, for Christ's sake?
You're saying I'm the one who looks fucked up. You must be okay. 'Cause you look like you kissed a semi.
I'm obviously fucking not if I'm laying in the bed. At least I'm not looking like I just walked into a little girl's birthday party.
Well, glad we came to check up on you.
Well, that's appreciated.
What happened?
He looked around a little bit before just saying phenol.
He did this to you?
His two broads did. They came to my pub to try to take me down.
What they want?
And they all didn't know that we were getting him or anything. They were trying to shake for protection money, the typical gang bullshit and all. Since I'm versed in the underworld and all, it was obvious that I could at least interact without having to drop any of you guys. Which, I mean, worked out in the end to an extent.
How'd that work out for you?
With Payne, he just lifts one hand and does the reeling motion to slowly lift his middle finger at the informant.
All right. Well, I texted the others. They should be here before too long.
Davey, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
You're
I
muted,
would have sent a
Davey.
text as we were leaving
Thank
on
you.
our way in reply.
I was going to say As I was pining on and on. No, what I was going to say was, if they went after you, then you think they're going to come after the ranch?
I doubt it. They came after me because my place is a business. I get plenty of people coming in and out. You know, 80 tapes, the kind that just want to drink, all that shit. I get plenty of business. I doubt they even know about the at all.
Okay.
I knew it was a shakedown. I told more things to go themselves. I thought it was just the odd and a couple of other goons. So I had told my bartender to get what I basically do when the regulars get a bit too riley and a bar fights ensue. The gun that's concealed behind the bar.
Well, it sounded like other people got hurt.
Sergeants joined in defense.
What are we going to do? Because they're going to come back and they're going to keep asking you for money until you either like die or give in.
Hey. Thing is, that's the problem. One just came out seemingly, the other brought is a elemental of some sort. I would have.
Like Waru?
She just kept popping in and out of the glass at the table and bar. She also had claws, so that did not go well.
Like a cat?
Nah, those fighting kind.
Oh, okay.
Like the ninja claws?
The kind that you would put on your hands and just wing or stab with.
Like Vega uses. Well, is Vega known as a world warrior? Sorry.
No, not like.
Okay, well, scratch that then.
I mean, he is, but you have to be like in that circuit, and
He's not like famous like the rest of them.
Yeah, not like that. No.
Okay. I'm going to go check with the doctor and see what they say about, his healing.
Okay.
I'll just stay and hang out with Yosef.
Sure. So you guys are doing that. Eventually, Rachel and Derek, you guys show up to the hospital. You get told where he's at. And of course, given little stickers.
Yep.
I voted.
I'll go in and. Hey, Yosef, you look fresh as a daisy.
Evie.
I appreciate
Waru.
I appreciate the compliment, but
Sorry
you
we're
don't have
late.
to- It's no problem. I appreciate the compliment, but you don't have to tell me first that I look like shit.
Oh, but you're
Well, that's
so
obvious,
pretty.
mate.
All those colors.
How are you feeling?
Like I got beaten with claws
What, they don't
and
give you pain
beat-
medicine here?
and beaten like I had gone double teamed.
It sounds like somebody needs to be heat tempered. Maybe.
So what happened? I guess then you'll just reiterate what you just told them.
Yeah.
You say she popped out of a glass of water.
A last might be a water elemental.
Always would be interesting.
I about the other last. She seemingly came out of nowhere, just all of a sudden my bar. Can't say how long there or if she's even been there in the first place. She just came out of nowhere.
Boy, she knows how to stride through her element. Well, even I haven't figured that one out.
The other
Work-
last
Working
just
on
kept,
it.
the other last, the one that popped out in water and such was the last that strolled into the bar. The one that shake me down place.
Oh, so the elemental's the boss, or the lead
Nah.
ringleader?
Nah, one of
sounds like
Fenoy's
she was one of-
sidekicks.
Yeah, because didn't they mention that there were two?
Hey,
So they came to your bar to basically
down.
shake you
take
down.
me down.
And when you didn't agree, they beat you up. Okay, now that falls in line.
Hey. But the-
Okay.
I find that hard to
But-
believe that you were belligerent towards them.
Oh no, I told him to go screw themselves. It was a damn shakedown. And well, not exactly. I told him to get the hell out of my bar.
And so,
So
Mike,
your
you were
hospitality-
checking.
yes.
His
So,
hospitality is known across the outback.
so, Mike, you were checking with the doctors.
Yeah.
Well, the doctor would, of course, indicate like what exactly happened to Yosef.
You got beat up.
I didn't share obviously the charts or anything, but just tells you as a brief overview that apparently according to the story that they've heard is that he suffered lacerations with a metal device consistent with what sounds like a claw of some kind, or perhaps a really long knife. And it's mostly around his midsection. And he ended up losing, obviously, a lot of blood. But he's alive and he is here.
Okay. How long do you think until he can be released from the hospital?
They estimate if he continues as is, the doctor who is in charge of the whole floor seems to indicate that perhaps next 2 days or so, depending upon how well he takes to the medication and the progress he shows.
All right. Thanks, Doc. I'll head back to the room.
Okay.
Doctor says he's here for probably a couple days.
Well, you probably will be too if you went through a Cuisinart like he did.
Right.
We'll have to check the state of your bar after this. I'm guessing that there might have been some damage that happened.
It
My-
got banged up.
I could,
Do you-
I could probably get some free labor to fix it up for you, but it's going to cost you in probably some liquid payment. I could probably get a couple of my friends might be willing to help you out.
He just stares at Waru blankly.
Did any of
before this
Yeah.
sign.
Nice.
If I'll agree to that, but I want to be supervising because I at least want to make sure that none other product goes missing.
Oh, my friends are trustworthy. They wouldn't steal nothing from you.
Wow.
They'd just be willing to work for some beer. Have an open bar tab for some time, with a limit on it, of course.
I understand that, but I still want to make sure, given the state of my body, that no other product goes missing.
Well,
I
that's understandable.
think you'll be okay. I'm fairly certain they're not going to steal stuff I think you're fine. I think you're worrying over a little, being a little over worried on that.
I don't think
that's a
anybody's worried about
priority
your
anyway.
fighting Irish flag, you know.
No. We should probably turn it upside down because it's in distress. But outside of that, no, you'll be fine. Just let's
I-
focus on you getting better and less about your bar. Right now, I'm sure that it's being taken care of by the police and whatever.
Yeah, they're probably trying to search it for any traces of phenol lads, but
Well, how do you know it was Finoli? Did they say that they were there on behalf of them?
it didn't take with Finoli taking over Walker's law and take me. It didn't take a figure out
You're
it was
breaking up,
him.
Colin. I have a hard time hearing you.
They admitted it was Finoli to my face.
Okay.
Because when I had said that I'm not bending a knee, they admitted that she was Finoli. I knew it was a hostile takeover. I'm not going to bend a knee to that twat.
No, I don't agree, or I don't disagree. I mean, obviously I wouldn't want you to either, but they're going to keep coming around. So, did they give any other inclination as to where we might find them, or they're just going to pop up whenever
Nah,
they feel like it?
nah. It was your typical gang shakedown.
I don't think this is typical. I think this is very atypical.
Or why?
Well, he's using elementals. He's taking over a larger section after taking out the old guy. So this is only going to get worse. I think it's more than that.
Well, yeah, true that. Given Walker used to take over from him, I used to think he was just taking over from Walker because Walker was incompetent.
Well, do you think they'd come after you at the ranch?
I
They
can't.
better
After
not.
the ranch itself?
I
Why would
can't.
That was
they
my
want my
first-
ranch? There's nothing there for them. I can see why they would want a bar, but they're not taking my ranch.
They can take my dead body.
Well, they're about to.
Our freedom.
If I have to, I'll arm everybody I know with a fucking gun.
Maybe they're just like expanding territory and they don't care who they're shaking down. But
They probably don't. They're probably just. This is probably just their setup and how they collect income.
yeah,
And we're like 2 hours outside the city, so
probably not.
I don't think they targeted Yosef so much as just the bar that was in the area.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, that group doesn't have any reason to come after us specifically. We don't know that he got he killed Billy Walker. And I don't think we were so high on Walker's list that he would have said, hey, get those guys as he was getting killed.
And given that I'm versed in the underworld, it didn't. I knew that I knew that they were coming out my bar just to expand the operation. Because I told them it doesn't take a genius that when one guy suddenly goes out of the picture and a new one comes in, that I forgot the exact words, to be honest, but it was something along those.
He's tired. It's
Right.
the drugs.
It's the drug.
It was something along those lines of like a genius to know that they're expanding.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's set up. Let's keep one person here with Yosef. Let's do shifts
Okay.
for the next couple days until he can get out of here. Evie, you may want to call the bosses and let them know that he's, out of rotation for a bit.
Yeah, I will. I don't think we have anything coming up in the next couple of days. But I'll let him know
Just
in
because
the
he can go
morning.
home doesn't mean he's healed. I mean,
Right.
let's.
I understand. Well, I'll do that in the morning. It's rather late, so
Yosef, were any of your employees hurt?
I believe my barman might be in the hospital as well. He was the one with the gun.
Oof. Okay.
He might be in the same hospital. Some of the patrons got injured as well. I think one of the lads might be here too.
Who won't be here too?
Noise lads. He came in with that elemental broad.
Might be here in the
Look
hospital.
I don't know. I was running to the ER when I lost too much blood.
I'm going to walk back out to the nurse's station, Jerry.
I mean,
And I'm gonna ask-
it's like right outside his
Yeah.
door.
I'm gonna tell them that Yosef is asking if any of his employees or patrons also ended up in the hospital.
They, they kind of shrug. They're like, we had several people come in. I nothing on their chart says that they're an employee though, but we had 4 people, including him, come into the ER. If you know a name, I could cross-reference it.
Back up a step. Hey, what's your bartender's name?
Mick Dundee.
Well, it's not Dunk. He didn't have a dunk.
I know
No.
exactly. Donk.
It's also Joseph, but it's regular Joseph, not Yosef.
It's Josephus.
Yes.
Colin,
You there,
still with
Colin?
us?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm still here.
Are you
Give me a moment.
coming up with a name, or do you just say you gave it to me? Or
Brian O'Mullen.
okay,
Brian who?
Brian O'Mullen. He was my barman.
O'Mullen? Okay.
Need to have one named Oh My.
They're a Chinese fighter.
an Irish Chinaman.
My oh my.
My oh my.
The Chinese Irish
Alright.
lover.
Did you happen to catch the names of those of the other 2 aggressors that came in?
I also know the 2 regular. It's Tyler and Aaron Dunn. The Dunn boys are regulars. They can get a bit rowdy when they're drunk, but nothing too violent.
Oh, but didn't you say that the couple of the people from the gangster unit they might have been brought in also?
I think it was like 1.
You didn't happen to catch his name. You didn't hear it when they was fighting, did they?
Nah. Some of them, my barman had an automatic and gun. The Dunn boys might be here, and my bar here. Don't know about the last one.
Oh, do you know what he looked like?
Bloody hell. He also
Okay.
describes the
You only
thug
really
that-
got a good look at one of them. The other one was had like a cowl and black outfit and whatnot. So they
he
had
also
stuff
describes
obscuring them.
he also describes the one that he actually got a good look at, besides the one that looked like a wannabe bush ranger.
All right.
The other one had too much covering his face. But I got a good look at the other one that the Dumb Boys took down.
I'm gonna go out to the nurse's station,
He might be here.
and I asked the nurse. I'll say, and now with what went on at the bar here, I heard that maybe one of my I'd actually referenced a couple people to go to his bar earlier this evening, and one of them given this description of what Yosef gave me, and so the other guy looks to wear a cowl, kind of looks like a bushmaster. He thinks he's something special. Either one of them might not have come in here, would they? I mean, just kind of worried about them. I sent them that way, and I hope they didn't get hit.
So who are you saying that to?
One of the nurses.
Okay.
I described the thug and the guy that wears the cowl. You know.
Oh yeah, no, they sure there's nobody here that looks like that.
Oh well, that's
and
good.
Admittedly,
I'm glad.
they say like if somebody looked like that, they'd probably be under police protection, anyways.
Oh, what about
Hold that thought.
Would you say
I'll be right back,
the
one
old
second.
Doyle boys or something?
Well, yeah,
I'll be
I
right
was,
back. One second.
Aaron,
I was getting the names
Doyle
to give to the
rules.
nurses.
Aaron and Tyler Dunn, the Dunn Boys.
Done. Oh,
That's what he
Done yet?
said. He called them the Dunn Boys. He explained that they're not typically violent and a lot drunk, but they get a bit riley.
All right then. Excuse me.
That they're the Riley type, but not the violent.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna do about them, about this Finoli guy.
Who's taking first watch?
I can take it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's something we need to figure out. Are we going to go to war with these guys? Like actually get into gang violence?
No, I don't want to get into gang violence. I don't want my ranch involved in gang activity. I don't want any of you involved in this kind of activity. Like, but they're bringing it to our doorstep.
That
like,
ship is
literally.
sailing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm back. You had a question, Derek?
What about the? I'd ask. Well, did either of the Dunn boys come in?
The Dunn Boys.
Well, last name is Dunn.
I'll rattle off the names: Brian O'Mullen, Tyler, and Eric Dunn.
And they're like, oh yeah. But they're several rows down.
All right.
Are they? But they're alive. I guess is the main question.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go back in the room and let tell Yosef your people are here and hurt, but not dead.
All right, that's good to know. Bless those two idiots. He's referring to the Dunn Boys.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, guys, so this is going to happen again. What do we want to do about it?
I mean, we can pay or we can fight.
Davey, why don't you give me a
Ooh, yes.
give me a roll? So why don't you give me a perception and alertness check? No, perception and streetwise.
Ooh.
Oh shit. I have Streetwise.
I have a 4 of alertness. I'm alert.
I have a 4 in Streetwise.
Clearly.
I have a 2 in Streetwise. I'll add a will
Okay.
to this roll.
I will add this. I'm kind of getting lag spikes, so I may crash.
No problem.
Ooh. 2 successes.
2 successes.
No. 1. Is it 1 or 2?
I
Plus
don't
1
know.
success. It says 1 success.
Yes, it's 1 success because you had 2 successes and 2 ones, but you added a willpower point.
1 success. 1 success.
1 success. So it's enough. You're about ready to reply with what was you're saying. And then it dawns on you that this may not be the safest place to have this conversation.
You know, guys, we should probably head.
There's not really a door, there's a curtain.
Yeah. Oof. All right, guys, we should probably not talk about this here. We should probably go back home.
All right.
Yeah.
Get on then. We'll see one of you in the morning.
All right. I guess we'll exit.
Who is staying?
I am.
Okay.
John is.
Alrighty. All right. So, as you guys are, the rest of you are exiting at this point. Holy cow. Okay.
Never good when the DM says that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that didn't quite work out like I had wanted it to.
Bison walks through the doorway.
I know.
Oh,
like,
great.
Oh no. Psycho power. Oh, and there's some little kid standing next to the Street Fighter 2 video game saying, I want to play the cop. So anyways, as you guys are walking out there, you can see there's a bit of a mob at the front door to the emergency room. And there's some pictures, being taken, snapping of, flashes and whatnot. And you can hear some people, saying like, oh, Minotaur, over here. And it's like, it's a mob of like 30 some odd people at this point. Several people in the emergency room kind of peeking up and looking over, trying to see just what's going on. Security trying to get them to go outside, but of course.
There's so many. I'm gonna look to you guys like, why are there so many people here for this?
Do you know anybody named Minotaur?
Do we? Does that name sound familiar?
I will give you a roll for it. There's not a great chance for it, but why don't you give me a wits and alertness check, difficulty 8.
Wow. Okay.
Is this who I think it is?
Excuse me.
I don't know. Who do you think it
not.
is?
No. It was one of Khan's opponents.
No.
But I think we killed that guy.
0.
All right.
I do not know who that is. I've never heard of that person before. Have you?
I guess I will also roll.
Yeah, it was open to anybody to roll. It's walking out at this point.
Wits alertness.
Wits alertness
No!
difficulty
8. 2 successes.
Oh,
Who's
look at that.
Minotaur?
3 if you have anything to boost the 10.
No.
No.
Waiting on Derek to decide.
And it's, yeah. You said difficulty 8?
Difficulty 8,
Yeah.
yes.
2 success, actually 3 successes, because I've got 4s in both my wits and my alertness.
Nice. Okay.
So I got 110, so I only get 1 extra, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so Davey and Derek. Minotaur is the nickname of Craig the Minotaur Davison. He's actually a semi-famous fighter who is known to be the son of the fighter turned movie star Mickey St. Croix.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the boy that the movie star, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Saint Croix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
his daddy.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Who was the dad?
Mickey
Oh,
St. Croix.
Mickey
He's
St.
Saint
Croix.
Croix. He's that fighter that went into show business, kind of like the American Rock. You know,
Or
used to
that-
be a wrestler.
Or that Johnny Cage guy. Yeah.
We're mixing all kinds of.
Yeah.
Someone-
Yeah. That's just makes
Someone
the
smacked
universe.
him.
Makes the
Someone
universe-
smacked him.
Johnny Cage is legit in this, in Street Fighter. So yeah.
What? Wow.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
What? The realms have merged. Okay.
They have, because I have actually used actually on more than one occasion I've used Outworld.
We're going to Outworld. What? Let's go.
Been there,
Let's
done that.
go.
Davey's like, he's like, I want the claws and all the teeth, and I want to cut stuff. And
Yes. Let's go.
Okay,
I wanna
so we
fight a
basically see this huge
four-armed
crowd
half
of
dragon.
but yeah, you see a crowd of people who are snapping pictures, they're trying to get attention, and this guy is trying to get, make his way out of the, out of the room or whatnot. Actually, let's try. Oops, that is not what I wanted.
That's the same way we're trying to get out of too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's form an arrow and a point, and let's go. Just get through them.
Because they are blocking the way.
Okay.
But
So-
I mean, you start trying to squeeze your way through and get past this crowd as best as possible. You end up catching sight of the of the individual. Looks like he's got some a nice suit on, just a simple T-shirt underneath it. Clearly kind of well-to-do. He's got like the gold necklace. He's got some he's got some bling on his fingers. To some extent, but he's just trying to force his his way out too, as they're snapping pictures of him. He's not really answering questions. It's kind of like holding his hand up to get him out of the way.
Are we trying to get past alongside him? Like
Yeah.
everybody trying to. Oh, I'm basically going to be yelling, "Move the hell out of the way, people!" And I'm going to be doing one of these numbers forcibly, like I'm just pushing people through.
Sure.
Get out of my way. I'm
Okay.
being forceful about it.
Sure.
I'm not being nice about it.
So Evie is channeling her inner fullback and is trying to bulldoze her way through the crowd. You guys are kind of bringing up the rear behind her. Let's see.
And if what's his face wants to try to, fall into the path I'm leading behind, that's totally fine.
Oh no.
What
Gosh,
happened? Oh no.
I'll
When you say that.
momentary pause. You guys need to see this. I've been trying to come up with a picture for this guy. I'll describe what he looks like. But basically, he looks like he's Asian, definitely a mix of nationalities. Mickey St. Croix being from America, but clearly maybe his mother is somewhere from the East. This was a picture. I'm not going to use this.
Was this an AI generated one?
It is,
boy.
yes. And you guys are going to get a kick out of this. This is why AI is not ready to take over the world yet.
Is it in Discord or
It will be. I'm just going
Okay.
to drop it in Discord real quick.
Okay.
Street Fighter. Here we go. Oh boy. So
What the hell?
That's hilarious.
Wow.
How does he
Like-
feel?
Hold on.
I know exactly.
He's not the Minotaur. He's the T-Rex. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's literally like
So that people can see.
he's got the wide torso of somebody who's swole of a normal person, and then he's got the stacked arms of a little person.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy in his arms.
I know.
Like his
He
genetics.
just always falls
got
short,
arm
doesn't he?
hair.
And his back
Just like,
muscles are twice as wide as his front muscles.
you know, what we need to get him
Right.
are those hand grabber things. You know,
Yes.
so he has some reach.
The pinchers.
I am now unstoppable. Like his biceps are as wide as his forearms are long,
Mm-hmm.
Do you need
like-
to see it again?
from elbow to.
Oh, I
frickin'
posted it.
face.
I posted it in the main channel on
Oh,
on
gotcha.
Discord,
Oh
so
my
That's right, I forgot
gosh.
he's in there.
Shelly can see it too. So, but anyways, so yeah, brief break. That's
That's
not what he
hilarious.
looks like, but that's what ended up coming up, and I giggled. I'm just like, wow, that is like fail, failure. So, anyway, but yeah, short hair. He's got kind of a mixed descendancy about his person to some degree. Stands probably real close to the 6 foot mark. Probably 5'11" ish. And you guys are pushing your way out as he's pushing his way out. And you end up hearing as they are snapping pictures. They're like, is it true? Is it true? What your father said that your mother's been revealed. And he's just like, no comment. Just like, he's pushing his way through, and you end up hearing from the crowd that the mother has been revealed to be Keiko Tsukino.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Tsukino?
Tsukino.
Tsukino.
Tsukino from, ironically, Sailor Moon. Usagi Tsukino. That's her Japanese name. Way back.
Believe you.
Yeah. I don't remember that happening.
Smart.
Shelly just
Smart.
played. Yep, Shelly just played the new sound wave we've got on there, specifically for Justin. But anyway, that's what you guys end up hearing as you force your way out, and he forces his way out. Disgusted by the mob, and storms off. To his awaiting car.
How interesting. Just lamenting. Huh. Keiko, huh? Who knows if that's true or not?
Gossip.
Does he look like Keiko at all?
I mean, it's hard to say. Keiko is full-blooded Japanese.
Hmm.
Mickey St. Croix was an American mutt.
I cannot see them ever getting together. Like
Alcohol.
Wow.
Alcohol was probably in that future, but you'll have to buy the article in order to find out more.
So we finally get out. Gonna go. Basically, I feel like we're gonna go to the side, and I guess I'll meet you guys back at the ranch.
Yeah.
Are you staying here with him?
No, actually, you know what? Can I bum a ride off of you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll just leave this car here for John if he needs to go somewhere.
Are they gonna let him stay here that long?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Yep.
So Dylan's gonna like run back upstairs, hand John the keys, and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna catch a ride with Evie and Waru."
Work that out before you left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just work it out before we leave. Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
And here are the keys.
FYI, Mike, we're getting some feedback from your side.
Lost Colin.
No, it's not Colin.
Ow.
No. I'm saying we lost Colin.
Oh, lost Colin. Gotcha. But
Yeah,
no,
there
I
was-
was just saying I was hearing some feedback from Mike's side.
Yeah, there was like a big buzz.
Yep.
Like you.
That's the fan I turned on. That's not even feedback. I turned on the overhead fan,
Ah.
and it's apparently rickety.
It's like you were powering up your super move. It was really like. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not any sort of technical problem. That's the actual fan in the room.
Okay. So, at any rate, so obviously we'll have to wait for Colin to get back, because he probably hit another one of those flag spikes. At any rate, so time goes by. At this point, there's a bit of a time lapse. It takes some time for Yosef to, pardon me, it takes some time for Yosef to recover. And
I'm going to let
be
our manager
released.
know as well that he's been incapacitated for a few days. So no fights.
Right. Yep. No fights. Dale chimed in on that picture. He's all, "Wow, it's world famous Dwarven Fighting Championship. Arthur Ivor's image, master of the 4-fingered death bunk."
Yeah, he does only have 4 fingers.
Yep.
Well, 3 fingers and a thumb, and then on the other side, on his left hand, he has 2 fingers and a knurl.
Oh my god!
They're
I
like-
just realized his hands.
They're like all melded together.
Yeah.
So like the right hand is discerned with his 3 fingers or 4 fingers, but his left hand, like he has 2 knuckles that are like conjoined everywhere, and it looks like the 3rd finger is conjoined like at the tip, but
Mhm.
it's got a split right here,
in the-
and then
yeah,
and then he's got a thumb.
Yep.
some semblance of a thumb.
Right.
But so, like I said, a little
It's
bit of
okay.
a
He's
time
a
lapse.
kicker, not a hitter.
Yep.
Not a puncher.
So a little
Andy
bit
has
of time
Andy
lapse
has
has
an
gone by.
Andy has an open nipple.
You guys have kept an eye on Yosef for a bit while he recovered. He's finally back at this point. Make a note on the character sheet or make a note at this point so that way it's in the notes. Because he took aggravated damage. I think he's 2 over his health.
Ooh.
Is
I
what
don't
it
know,
was.
Colin. How far over were you over?
I don't remember.
I feel like that's accurate, but I don't recall.
I don't recall.
Well, during the fight, what ended up happening is he took 2 points of damage. When I asked, anyways, he had taken 2 points of damage. He had 3 health left, and then he ended up taking. So they said, I guess the idea was he had 1 left at that point, or 2 points, or something like that. And then he ended up taking 4, so he should be 2 under. So he's healed up to full health -2, because those are aggravated damage. He's gonna have to. It's gonna take longer to get those healed up.
So I would mark
And he
it
has
under
stitches.
So I would mark it under the thing, right?
For the time being, yes. Just mark it on your sheet, so you're at full health, -2.
The best way to get better is to keep moving around. So I'm going to be constantly encouraging you to get up and take a run or do something to be active. Your body will heal faster. And if I need to roll a medicine check for that, I will. Just saying.
You might as well, sure.
Intelligence and medicine?
Intelligence
or...
and medicine, yes. Difficulty 6.
Okay. Watch, I totally botched that. Be like, drink this, you'll feel better.
You're like, you don't need those stitches. Doink.
3.
You're like, here's some mace for that wound.
Some lemon juice, a little bit of salt.
Yeah, so I mean, you look him over, over the, after he gets released and is able to come back to the camp. The police have already taken their statements from him regarding the incident. They'll let him know when they have more later on, obviously, when or if they do. But yeah, you're checking out his wounds, making sure stitches haven't gotten infected or anything popped out of place or whatnot. Assisting in his training, light training at this point to keep him kind of limber and whatnot. So
More like physical therapy type deal, like,
Yep.
Because
Yep. All right. Well, I'll save that for next time then. I was gonna mention something. All right. So, well, in the interim, in these roughly 2 days it takes to for Colin's character's release, what is everybody doing? Is there anything in particular you're wanting to accomplish or look into, or?
Well, we need to have that conversation.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation. And I don't know, I guess training?
Training's good.
So
Well, you could probably have the conversation now at this point, now that Colin is back then.
okay.
So, what are we going to do about next time?
Yeah, well, I mean, we only got 2 choices. We can either pay or fight.
I'm not going to pay a bunch of bullies.
Then we're fighting. Okay. Well,
That's my position on it.
Oh, so this isn't a sanctioned match, so we can fight dirty,
On the
right?
reflex.
Correct.
Good. I'd like to do that.
Has Evie shared? I mean, Colin's down for a second. So, has Evie shared over these last few days anything about her father or the Germany connection? Or
I have not. I think it was
Okay.
only, who was it that I mentioned at Water, right?
Yeah.
Showed
Yeah.
you the picture because
Mhm.
you're the one that wandered into the thing. You'll see that she has, like, she's sort of carrying that picture with her, weirdly, that she got, but it's been folded up and she just sort of has it tucked into her back pocket. She'll occasionally pull it out, but outside of that, she hasn't talked about it at all at the moment. I don't even know how I would bring something like that up. So
all right, well, Colin's back. So
Yeah, I'm back.
Joseph, I mean, technically, this is ultimately your call. I mean, if you choose to pay the protection money, that's your choice.
Mhm.
If you don't want to, then it's a matter of us backing you up because otherwise they'll just come back and do what they did last time.
Oh, no, I'm not paying them. They can go to hell. If anything, we can try to bottle up the water genasi and let water go to town.
Yeah,
How do you know
sounds
it's a Genasi?
like a perfect scenario.
But what about the other lady that came out of nowhere?
Might be a problem due to her being able to pop around and such, but it might be a thing of we might need more people.
Okay.
I mean, if she's jumping around from water to water or dish to dish, if she's I don't know the mechanics of how she's doing that, but I mean, it seems to me like if she's gonna jump into another jar, we should probably just put a fucking lid on it. Sorry, excuse me. Maybe just trap her in it.
And then I
But
could
that's
boil her.
it's a bit morbid, but
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's something that's going to work. I know nothing about elementals or those that are water jumpers.
I'm assuming
Oh,
if
I don't know about that.
Pepper in a bottle, that Joseph would have done it last time.
Would he have?
What's that?
I don't know. Put a lid on the glass or whatever that she was popping out of. I don't think he would have thought about that.
Yeah,
Well,
good question. I don't know.
I'll think of it because it would be similar to me. If you put a cork on the bottle, she wouldn't have immediate access to it. It'd be like
Putting a lid on a fire. Yeah.
it'd be like containing it. I wouldn't be able to go into it, and I wouldn't go. It'd be like having a lighter. Yeah, there's a potential for flame, but it's not out in the open. It's like having a bottle of water. It's just a bottle until you've accessed the water. So I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not familiar with the water element myself, but
Well, if we're gonna deal with Finoli, we also need to recognize or just remind ourselves that Finoli was still connected to Walker, and Walker was still looking for basically his the damning evidence against him with the book. So there's nothing that's saying that Finoli is not going to pick up where that last left off. In fact, I would be counting on it, frankly, because it's still evidence that connects multiple people, including their organization, not just Walker.
I guess we need information. We need to know how big Finoli is now. And
Yeah, I think he's a bigger deal than we initially thought.
yeah.
I'm gonna send a text to Deacon
Okay.
to ask, basically, hey, any progress? And then
Yeah, he sends you a text back, letting you know he's still working on it, trying to make sure he's as thorough as possible. He should have something for you in about a day or so.
Okay. Deacon, the investigator, is still looking into stuff, so I won't have any update from him for a day or two. Okay, so we know that we're not going to buckle down to this bully. We know that it's connected to the ranch regardless if they decide to continue shaking down the bar. So I say that this is definitely a problem that is going to get bigger and fester if we don't address it. So we decided that we're going to try and take out this problem, redirect it, maybe in another place. I don't know.
I don't think redirecting is going to happen.
I don't either. I was just trying to be hopeful.
What's going to happen to our fighting then? Like, we'll have to put it on pause, right? Because
I'm
we
not
can't.
putting it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm not going to interrupt all of my plans for this. To me, this is a ongoing, continuous situation. I have to keep my ranch. I have to keep this going. I can't just put everything on pause to deal with this. It's not gonna go away. So
Well, you would think they'd be rather not intelligent for them to come into a fighting school and not expect to fight.
maybe I don't know. I mean, I think it's entirely possible. I think one of you had mentioned it before that since they've already been here and looked, maybe they're not going to come back here. And I suppose that's true to an extent, but I wouldn't be surprised if this Finoli person is even more thorough and basically will backtrack and re-explore areas that Walker had already been through, due to his shortcomings.
Maybe he will, but maybe he won't. We basically have to wait and see if he's going to do that.
There's a 50-50 chance of everything. So, yeah, I know. I'm just pointing out the obvious because I'm Captain Obvious today.
All right, so I think one of the things we should do is try to I want to see if we can get more fighters to hang out at Yosef's pub.
Well, I'm certain that's something that we could do. Maybe we could, after it gets fixed back up, maybe we can host a low-key event there.
Maybe.
Something. Fighters get a discount, something like that.
Martial arts demonstration, maybe?
Would be good promotion for your bar, and it would also bring in that fighting crowd, I suppose.
I meant the actual fighters, not the audience.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
well,
I meant you.
The fighters have their own places to train. Everybody's got their own gym. I'm saying, let's see if we get these guys to hang out.
I know that. I meant advertise, draw them in somehow. Offer them a discount to hang out and, whatever. I don't know.
Yosef, how does it sound if we say, like, drinks are free if you win? That way on fight night, you'll get the winners coming to your bar.
Here you go.
Can someone catch me up to date? Because I kept bobbing in and out.
We're talking about
trying
ways to get your bar protected, and I forwarded the idea of just getting more street fighters to hang out at your bar.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if these people attack, while you're open, and there's like 8 street fighters hanging out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it
Yeah.
a harder target.
And since Yosef does actually do that on the occasion,
Basically free drinks on
give
fight
me a
night
minute,
wins.
because yeah, fight night wins and such.
Start naming drinks after some of the local fighters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
could you
down with
repeat that? What to the local fighters? I missed part of that.
So start naming drinks after local fighters.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that is a good idea.
Like,
I'll
who's
be
the
right
guy
back.
who beat me? Henry. Trying to find
Are
the
you still
notes.
connected? Can they hear you?
Yes, we can hear you, Becca.
Or why are you?
Yeah, I'm on.
That's why I
You
was
I'm on
should know.
this.
Okay. Colin, you're muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, I actually like that idea a lot. Naming drinks after fight wins.
All right. So, what do you say we talk to people we know? Let's go in town and talk to the people we've met. Maybe some of our opponents that we fought.
Yeah, we can basically maybe designate this bar as our bar. Like, don't mess with it. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, it
don't
doesn't have to be the
fumble
Wallaby
us.
Ranches bar. It's just but it is owned by one of their own, right? So
Yeah, look, yeah, but I mean, I want the reputation to sort of precede itself in those type of circles. Like, this bar is not going to be one of those bars to fall in line with, the local bullies. Saying reputation
Sure.
matters.
Yeah. Okay, so as we're having some connection issues with Colin, and I didn't have a whole lot more for tonight specifically. We'll go ahead and call it early here, so it's about an hour, a little over an hour and a half at this point. Be thinking about where you guys want to go from here, plan wise, like if there's anything you want to explore or anything you want to like adjust or whatever have you. And then we'll pick that up next time at next game. For those of you guys watching, our next game, however, is actually going to be this coming Wednesday. So it'll be the 13th. We're going to be kicking off with Star Wars. So looking forward to that. And that's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So be tuning in for that. We obviously have the time change coming up. So just be watching out for that. Obviously, us in Arizona, it doesn't matter. Those of you who
Matters for me. I got to go to work an hour early. That sucks.
Nobody likes a braggart.
Yeah, well, tell that to Arizona.
Some of it still affects us.
So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and thank you guys for playing. And we are going to bounce from here on out. Good night, guys.
Night.
There we go.